So this is a quick tour of Juicy Mountain here in Turkey. Now I did one a couple of years ago in Juicy Oasis in Portugal. I just wanted to give you a quick insight and a quick tour of the place because I've looked around on YouTube, there isn't a lot on there. And as someone who might want to come to this place, you might just want to see a bit more into what this place is about, see what the facilities are, and have a quick insight into it. I'm doing a vlog at the same time as this video, but this video is all about just showing you around. So we'll start off by where we are right now, and we're on the sort of the platform where the rebounding classes go on. Now, a word of warning, I would warn you that it does get very, very hot in the summer months here in June, July and August. I'm here in June, late June right now. Very, very hot. So I would make sure that you do put extra suntan cream on, because I got burnt factor 50 and put it on multiple times a day. But yeah, as you can see behind me, this is the rebounding platform. I'll just show you down here. Really good with the music. There's a woman called Gemma right now who's leading the classes, but obviously it varies throughout the year. But through here is where you'll go to get your Bellicon rebounder, obviously top of the range rebounders. If you've not been on one before, if you have been on a cheaper one, these are first class, you know, second to none. So definitely worth doing one of them. They're really intense in this heat, but you can't beat the view overlooking the mountains. A bit different to Portugal. Having been here, I would say it's a lot more rustic, a lot more humbling experience in the sense that it's a lot more back to basics. There's no gym here, there's no cryotherapy chamber, but I think that's a good thing. I mean, some people start with this retreat and then go to Portugal. There is a new one coming, which I'll talk about at the end. But I would say that, you know, if you do want that tranquility and just calmness and come to a place to get away from it all, you know, I'll talk about the tents in a minute, but the Wi-Fi is limited. So if you're coming away for a bit of a digital detox as well, then it's the perfect place. But as you can see behind me, sort of the mountains, you're properly in a mountain, you know, you come through this road on the way in and you know you've come into a real, you know, rural location. Bit of table tennis there, I haven't played any, but there is a table there if you wanted to. So obviously you've got tents, which I'm going to show you my tent because I'm standing in a tent. You've got rooms, so you've got a room there, you've got rooms in the main resort bit, and then obviously leading on to the main retreat down here. Now, a lot of people have talked on this trip about, you know, it's a lot of money, and some people have saved up for years to come here, and you know, it's not perfect, it's a little bit dated, but you know, I understand as a business owner myself that, you know, you can't throw money at things all the time because you have to keep things going. So I understand how this hasn't necessarily evolved too much, but I would say this, you know, any investment in your health like this, you're still getting, you know, juices that are not made in cold press juicers, but they're made fresh, they're made with local produce. And I always believe an investment in yourself, in your health, or in an experience is never a waste of money. You know, we can all invest in, you know, fashion and t-shirts and things that don't, you know, things that depreciate, but I always believe that investing in things like this are priceless. You'll never look back. So look, this is where 4 of the tents are. I'm not going to be too loud because people could be asleep, but I know there is Pilates going on. So up that path there, one tent, another one up there. They do come with a shower and a toilet. The only downside of the tents is obviously you can't charge your phone in there, you obviously can't shower in there. They do get very hot, as I'll show you. Toilet in there, and then a shower. Not the best of showers, but it does the job. And look, just in there, like that. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Little bit to sit down here, as you can see I've been sitting here. So one tent here, and I've had to make the little trip up these steps. Yeah, completely different experience. Well, not completely, but a big difference to Juicy Oasis. If you haven't checked out that video, by the way, go and check it out. My Juicy Oasis tour in Portugal. So, tent is here. You do have 2 sort of layers. Zip them both up at night because it keeps the insects out. You don't need a sauna because this is one. No, there is a sauna here. I'll show you it. But a little bit messy in here, but you know, I'm here just to relax. I'm not too fussed about that. I'll use one of the beds to put all my stuff on and the other one to sleep on. 2 single beds, you can't put them together because there's a pole in the middle, but they give you a little clock and a little night lamp. You can charge that back in base, but it's lasted me 6 days, so almost 5 days so far. But yeah, if you want to charge anything like your phone, the lamp, you have to do it back at the lounge bit, which I'll show you. But yeah, not a lot else. It can get hot in here, you can't really sleep in here during the day, but at night it's not too bad. A word of warning, I would say that the lights just outside, they don't go off till about midnight, so if you did want to have a word with someone, it's too late for me now because I go day after tomorrow, but you can ask someone to maybe turn the time switch off because they do stay on till about midnight. I'm gonna get out of here because it's too hot. Even though it's just like 6 in the evening, I will zip that back up because I don't want any ants. It's mainly just ants, they're like bigger ants, but I wouldn't freak out because yeah, they do no harm, don't bite. And it does say in the instruction manual about, in the highly unlikely event, there could be snakes or scorpions, but you know, I've not seen any, touch wood, literally. But you know, like with anything, you come somewhere like this, it's going to be, you know, that's the idea of it, you're in nature. So, but yeah, it's to be expected. You get used to it really quickly. It sounds really terrifying, but I've got used to it. But I think if I came back, now that I've done a tent, I'd probably go into a room. Personally, I prefer Portugal, but that's just my opinion, but it's good to experience both. So as you walk out from the tents, literally sort of a mini volleyball court. We've been playing a few games on there, really good. Sand, it does get really hot, so you take your sandals off. But yeah, reminds me of Portugal, but yeah, it's good they've got a volleyball court here because you wouldn't really expect it, but yeah, they have. And now I'm going to take you through to the front bit by the pool. So you come through that bit over there where I just was by the volleyball, and then you've got a little shower here overlooking the main view, really, just the one by the pool. You can come down here, it does get bright and sunny, but there are little bits of shade to sit by the sofa. There's a little platform you can step down onto here. There's some Jason Bell books, but yeah, what a view. Especially at night, the sunset is always out generally at night. Every time I've been here, every night so far, so you can get some decent photos. Some little Turkish heads, and yeah, there's a lot of as you can hear, like insect noise going around. But yeah, what do you expect? You're in a mountain, so you know, people told me this would be rustic, and it really is, but you kind of have to experience it yourself to know that. But yeah, tables here, you can sit and chill, have your juices. The first talk you have will be here. So the retreat manager will be sitting there and you'll be sat around here. You'll probably have to introduce yourself, so if you're not great at talking, you kind of have to have that 20 seconds of courage. But no, it's no big deal. So yeah, now I'll take you through to the main lounge bit. So I've come around the back way, obviously you can see the volleyball there, so if that makes sense. So there's a few kitchen staff here. The main one's Ramazan, and then there's I can't remember her name, a woman and her daughter work here. They've been here for years, like one of them 17 years, but they work flat out, make really good juices. So yeah, this is sort of the main lounge bit. I have no idea what this bit means, but I think that's just a name of something. But yeah, if you look in here, this is where you get the juices, around there. This is where you watch the documentaries at night, so everyone sort of sits around, watches documentaries or inspirational films. This is Katie,
Hello,
one of
everybody.
many people on the retreat. You enjoying it?
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
absolutely loving it. Back now, I think 10th time now. So.
Good. I'm just doing a little tour of the place, so yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So today we actually got to make our own juice. It's a simple juice, but they've got the blenders here, the fast juices here, fridge and freezer, so if you want to eat from there. If you don't get your juice on time, then they take it from here and put it into the fridge so it stays cold. If you want to charge your phone, this is the place to do it. You get your water, your teas, not tea and coffee obviously, but just, you know, orange water, lemon water, mint water, and then fresh teas you can get here. Kettles are there. And I'll take you out through here. You can get some Himalayan rock salt as well if you're dehydrated. Personally, I don't like it, but if push comes to shove, I suppose I would have it. There's a little water tank here. All the details you want, people's names on that board there, and people kind of sit out here as opposed to sitting in there during the day. There's some Jason Bell stuff that's all in foreign language there, but it's quite interesting to look at. So yeah, I think I will now show you the pool, and then I'll show you the sort of fitness Pilates area as well. So if you can hear some music, there is a class going on. I'll show you that in a second briefly. But look, this is the main piece, the swimming pool. Been in it a couple of times. Really nice to cool off. Decent sized pool actually. It doesn't need to be too big, does it? You're not trying to do your Olympic swimming here, but with a view like this and the heat like this, it's just the perfect thing in the middle of the retreat. You've got some rooms through there. Obviously I can't just walk in them because they are people's rooms. I might be able to show you the one down there. Just checking it's recording. Yeah, it is. It's just so bright here. Different ball game to Portugal. But yeah, loads of sun loungers, so you won't be short of them. I think there's about 24 people on this retreat. I think Juicy Oasis has up to 50. I don't know what the new one, Juicy Escape, will be, but I'll, like I said, I'll talk about that at the end. Last time I came, Jason was here, but he's not this time. I know Gemma, the rebounder. She's not a rebounder, she's a rebound trainer. So it's good to see someone I know. But yeah, it's just nice to come somewhere, meet new people, but mainly just relax. You know, I was coming here, I don't do all the classes. But yeah, so briefly I will sort of show you behind me and show you some more views. Worth noting, there is another toilet here, I don't know if it's working. And there is, I don't think anyone's in there. That's a little sauna, can we go in it quickly? Tiny little sauna, I've not been in it yet. They only turn it on certain times of the day, to be fair. I've not been in it, it's just been so hot. I would normally go to sauna all the time, but yeah, it looks decent. This one, you've got your little box there, put the water on it. And yeah, quite a cosy little sauna. Classes are very popular. As you see behind me, Pilates, whatever is fitness going on. Obviously mostly women come here, but there are a few men here, 2 or 3, an older guy, a guy that's a bit younger than me. I wouldn't let that put you off, you know, come here, however, what age you are. If you want to achieve your health goals, this is the place to do it. And look, this is one of the rooms. I actually went in it the other day briefly just to cool off. One of the lovely women here let me go in and just lay on the bed because I got a bit of sunstroke. But yeah, lovely views. And as you see, views everywhere. And yeah, there's not a lot to show here. There's no cryotherapy chamber, like I said, no gym. Actually does make the tent seem another world, but it still gets hot, I suppose, but it has got aircon. But look, you get given one of these, by the way, a Turkish towel. I've got a green one, because I was a bit disappointed when I walked in. I was like, Juicy Oasis, they give you an orange towel with Juicy O on it, and then I thought, oh, they just give us a white towel here with no Juicy Mountain on it, but they give you a bespoke Turkish towel, I suppose. So whether you get a blue one or a green one, luck of the draw. But yeah, that's one of the rooms. But yeah, I think really that is it in terms of the place itself. Like I said, very simple, very rustic. Just 2 or 3 other things that might be worth noting that, you know, aren't in this video, but do go on whilst you're here. So on a Wednesday, I didn't go on it just because I got sunstroke, but definitely worth me coming back for. Most people do go, which is a boat trip down to Göcek. I think it's Göcek or Gökek, whatever it is. So it's a little town that's near here. On the last day, you do have the chance to go to that village if you've got a later flight, and you can stop off, have a bit of a, they say salad, but have a bit of food, put your bags, drop your bags off, and just enjoy the local Turkish village, which I'm keen to do. In terms of just a quick, obviously I have done a vlog for this, but in terms of how you feel, on the whole, I must admit the juices do satiate you. They give you 3 SOS bars, they send to you in the post beforehand. In Portugal, I think I used one of them. I've used all 3 here, just because I wasn't feeling too well at the start of the trip. But, you know, they're all natural, made from dates, almonds. So it's not cheating the system, they send them to you. And yeah, people come here for so many different reasons: to lose weight, to turn a disease around, to feel more energy, or just to have a break and then do something that's healthy. But like I said, you know, it's an investment in you. So whether you do 1 week, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm keen to maybe next time I come to a retreat do 2 weeks. I'd say as well bring someone with you. I've come by myself the last 2 times. It makes it that little bit tougher, which I expected, but it'd be good to have someone with you, I think. Share a room, split the cost. But yeah, so yeah, last couple of things is to say, look, there's no one size fits all with this trip, apart from everyone has the same juices and stuff. If you go on the boat trip, they give you fruit. If you stay here, they give you fruit like watermelon, pear, some cucumber, tomato, some spices. I believe on the last day, which is tomorrow for me, they do a little market stall. They give out, well, they don't give out, you can buy spices, you can try them, spices, nuts, dates, things like that, different clothing you can buy. So yeah, and you can get, you know, there's a chance to eat the fruit on the boat, like I said, if you do get a little bit hungry. So there's a lot of good stuff going on here, and There's also a chance to go to a Turkish hammam a couple of times, so it's a Turkish bath. I didn't go myself because you can't do it all, but again, it gives me a reason to come back. But I believe it's a really good experience. You can have a massage whilst you're here. I think it's £50 for 50 minutes. You can have a package deal. Apparently she's really good. I'm having her tomorrow morning. She's fully booked most days, so it's worth putting your name down early on during the week. But the staff are great. Mara's the retreat manager at the moment. Gemma's the rebounding fitness instructor, and I think it's a woman called Julie. I've not been to the yoga. Obviously there's yoga, there's rebounding, there's fitness, there's Pilates. I think I said yoga. Yeah, and there's classical rebound in the morning. There's walks, there's the Olive Factory walk, there's the climb. So many different walks. So fitness is not in short supply. But if you just want to do a little bit, which I recommend, just, you know, do the ones you want to do, then you'll still see results. Because a lot of people do come here for some sort of result. They want to see a change in their health in whatever way, a small way or a big way. Drastic health change, a drastic change in how they feel or look. But this is the place to do it. But I would say, you know, if you come here for a week, expect, you know, really good results for 1 week. If you come here for 2 weeks, you know, expect 2 week results. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but equally you can just chill by the pool and not do a lot, which is kind of what I've done. But yeah, I would say, you know, on the whole, I've slept a little bit better. I've eaten well, not eaten well, drunk well, I suppose, and come off all the bad stuff. Don't get me wrong, I've craved the burgers, the pizzas, the steaks, and the things, you know, that I normally have. But that's not such a bad thing, because I know that when I go back, I will still have my juices. I will get my 7 to 10 portions in a day, and that's for me. Other people might be different, but it's just a great perspective, and it changes how you see everything in terms of food and life. And it's only 7 days, so you can do anything for 7 days. But yeah, wants to keep this tour simple, but hopefully it gave you some more insight to what's already out there, and more than just the pictures you see. Drink a lot of water, you know, because it's easy to think that even though the juices do contain a lot of water, you need to be drinking, you know, consciously a lot of water, because it's so hot here that I've almost not been able to function. I almost couldn't do this video because I've been so hot. You really have to make up for it. And, you know, if you're doing exercise, even more so. Always available, it's always cold. Last thing I just want to say is I've been to Juicy Oasis now in Portugal. I've been to Juicy Mountain in Turkey. And then the last one to take on, which is not open yet, I believe it opens in September 2023, is Juicy Escape. I know they're going to do Super Juice Me 2 there. Jason Val's leading that. Obviously, I saw Jason Val last time. It's great to see the work he does do. He inspired me over 5 years ago at the Excel. And yeah, I'll be sure to try that out when it comes out. I know they're going to do a grand opening concert, like Gary Barlow and stuff. So I probably won't get booked in the first few months, but might be a 2024 job. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot more sporty. There are some pictures online. I might put some in here. It's been a long time in the making. I know COVID's pushed it back. This was a year in the making for me, so I'm glad you're watching. And like I said, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, go and check out the other one as well. Give this video a like and click subscribe to the channel, so you'll see more juicy and related stuff coming up on this channel. You can go and check out the other stuff. But this is me. This is Luke here at Juicy Oasis. Juicy Mountain. Let's have it, you see. It's going to take a while. Juicy Mountain here in Turkey. And this is me signing off from the Juicy Mountain tour. Like I said, like and subscribe, and I will see you in Juicy Escape. Now, can I forget? There's 2 hammocks. Nice way to chill out. Oh yeah, and also, all the water here, even the tap water, it's mountain water, so just drink it. Even if you're a bit sceptical, the ice is freshly imported. They bring it in, so yeah, drink to your health's content. And I'll tell you what, I'm off for my dinner. Well, I wish I was. Another juice. And I must admit, towards the end of the week, you do get a little bit, well, personally me, get a little bit tedious of the juices. But in Juicy Escape, I believe you'll be having food, healthy food, salads, granola, whatever. So that's worth bearing in mind for Juicy Escape, because sometimes the only way to break free is to escape.